What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Chris, man. I am here at the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast. It is Thursday, August 14th, 2025. My name is Chris Drummond. I'm a freelance sports reporter based out of upstate New York and proprietor of this podcast, Work Hard, Play Harder, where I bring individuals on and talk about their why and get to know them outside of their occupation. I got a very special guest that's on with me today. She's been a weather intern and she is a broadcast meteorology student at Ohio University. Her name is Rachel Grant. And what we're going to do is talk to Rachel about her why of wanting to be in meteorology, but also ask her some get to know you questions. So without any further ado, I introduce to y'all Rachel. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
No, you are very welcome. You are very welcome. My first question, Rachel, to you is the same as it always is with everybody that hops on this thing. And that's pretty much, what is your why? Why do you do what you do? Did you have any role models, any inspirations growing up? But ultimately, what led you into a career of journalism and being in meteorology?
So my why is probably when I was very young,
Okay.
I first started watching the Weather Channel before it had all the people on it, and then where it was just the graphics. That's what really attracted me to being in journalism and being in meteorology specifically.
Mhm.
And I'm from the state of Delaware originally, so I grew up watching like 6 ABC Philly, and I was with Adam Joseph is still there, the meteorologist, Karen Rogers, and all the morning news crew people. I used to watch them in the morning before I would go into grade school. So
Right.
that was my why as to how I'm here today. That really started to form my passion. And as I went through grade school, I found out that I don't like social studies and I sure don't like reading. I like writing, but I do not like reading. And
Hmm.
I was better at math than I was at reading and ELA and the
Me
science
too.
and the writing as well. But so I liked math and I liked science, but I hated labs. I really hated labs.
Hmm.
I just felt like they were tedious and too much to do. So
Right.
I found
Right.
my little niche in meteorology because it's always changing. It's a science. It's everything that we study is real life because everyone deals with it on a daily basis.
Hmm.
And as I was entering my senior year, that's when I started to look around to see if there were colleges that had both journalism and meteorology. That was very hard. That was very hard to
Right.
do
Right.
because there's not a lot of schools that have a journalism and meteorology program combined, let alone a meteorology program to begin with.
Right.
So
Okay.
I applied to 8 schools and I got into all 8 and I found my place at Ohio University.
All right, I like that. I do. And give me some. You don't have to give me all 8, but give me some of the other schools that you applied to.
So I applied to Mississippi State,
Yep. Yep.
University of Oklahoma, Rutgers University,
Okay.
SUNY
Okay.
Brockport.
Okay. Oh, up here.
Uh,
Okay. All
yeah.
right. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. That's what's up.
Yeah, and a school in California. I forget the name of that, but
That's what's up. No, I like that. I like that, Rachel.
thank you.
Now, are you entering your junior year or you okay, so you are entering your junior year, so you're
Mm-hmm.
officially an upperclassman, which is
Yep.
awesome. That's great. I love that. Talk to me about, because always have this bonus question for meteorology people,
Mm-hmm.
especially. What is something that you learned that you was very surprised about?
Um, in the classroom, I would probably say how the Earth actually works and how not everything depends on what's going on at the ground level and how everything depends on what's going on above the atmosphere and the mesosphere and the troposphere. Like how Earth's layers outside of the ground actually influences every day
Right.
weather.
Wow, I didn't realize there was that many damn spears.
I know.
I did not realize that. Wow, I'm learning
I
stuff
didn't
now.
realize
This is
that walking
amazing. Yeah.
in.
Right, right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's what's up. Now, I want to ask you some favorite questions, Rachel, and you just give me the 411 off the rip based upon these favorite questions. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Favorite meal you like to cook?
It's the easiest meal any college student can make, and that is chicken in a bag.
Yo, if you mess that up, you need to put the stuff down. You need to put your cooking stuff down for real.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow, chicken in a bag. Okay, what you
Hmm.
eating with that chicken though?
So I marinated it. So that's
Oh,
why it's in a bag. And you just put it in
okay,
the oven for like 30 to 40 minutes. And you
okay.
can have. So
I
I
feel
have a
you.
dinner right in front of me, and then I meal prep for the rest of the week with different wraps with that chicken.
Got you. Got you. I feel you on that. Oh, all right. All right. Now listen, you know what? Next time I do pull up to Ohio, I might have to say what's up to you. I don't mind chicken in a
Okay,
bag now.
okay.
I don't mind chicken in a bag now. You know, we need a little bit more than, marinated chicken, though. Put some sides of
Oh,
baked
yeah.
potato, mac and cheese, or something.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But I feel you on that. I like that. Chicken in a bag. I'm with that. Favorite concert you've ever attended?
I've not been to a lot of concerts,
Hmm?
but it was Big Time Rush when I was in my teens.
A good group. Definitely a
Hmm.
good group. I'm a huge concert goer, so The Weeknd
Okay.
is one of my favorites artists. But also surprisingly, one of my favorite concerts that I went to was Zach Brown Band. Um,
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
Zach Brown Band was really good, really good. They got me on that Chicken Fried. When I was like, man, that's a catchy song right there. So yeah, they got
Yeah.
me on that. So no doubt, I love that. That's what's up. Favorite place you've ever traveled to?
So I went to Rome my senior year of high school because I was in the marching band,
Wow.
and we got to
Praise
perform
God.
during their New Year's Day parade.
Are you serious?
Hmm.
Damn, that's what's up. I like that. Now, how long
Thank
did you
you.
get a chance to stay at Rome? You're welcome. How long did you get a chance to stay there?
Like 6 days. Of course, like we had to stick to the school program and do certain activities on certain days, but it was just revolved around the three performances we have. The biggest one being the parade, but
Sure, sure. I know, man, going to a place like that, that's definitely on my bucket list. I'll have to hit you up for some recs. 'Cause I know
hmm.
you saw some things with the schools for sure, but that's on my bucket list. I would say Jamaica's my favorite place that I went
Okay.
to. No question. Went there on a cruise. Jerk
Wow.
chicken, the rice was good, the beaches was good, the vibes was good. So everything was great on that. So that was cool. Okay.
Very
I'm a
nice.
sports person. I'm a sports person, Rachel. So I'm going to ask you a two-part sports question.
Okay.
Favorite sport you like to watch on TV? Favorite sport you like to attend in person? They could be the same sport.
Favorite sport I like to watch would be football. Favorite sport to attend is baseball.
Okay. So, being from the Delaware area, are you a Phillies fan?
Hmm.
I figured that. I figured that. So you're also an Eagles fan. I saw a shirt that you wore with the Super Bowl champion Eagles in one of your posts.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Hey, listen, I gotta ask these questions. That you just jumping on the bandwagon. No, you've been a Phillies fan for a minute.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. I rocks with you. I rocks with you. Do they have a chance to repeat?
I hope so. I mean, as long as they do all their deals and tradings right. Like,
Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. All right. Um, Next question I have for you, and the last of the favorites. Favorite place to eat out at? Now you can give me Delaware, but you also can give me Ohio University. Give me some places because I haven't been to either area. I believe is Cleveland in Ohio University, or what city is Ohio University in?
no, so if you're, it's funny. So when I like to picture Ohio like a square, in a way, because it got four cities in each corner.
Right.
So the top right is Cleveland, the top left is Toledo,
Okay.
Columbus is in the middle of it,
Yep.
and then the bottom left is Cincinnati, and then the
Okay.
bottom right is where I'm at, and that's Athens.
Oh, you in Athens? Okay, got you. So what out of those four that you mentioned? What city are you the closest to?
I'm an hour south of Columbus.
Okay, so yeah, I've definitely been to Columbus before. Yeah, obviously, got a chance to go see Ohio State football game, so that was pretty cool. Talk to me about some places to eat out at though over there in Athens and also in Delaware.
So, a place in Athens, we have Court Street. It's kind of like our city our College City Street with all the different restaurants and different bars and everything.
Mm.
On that street is Bagel Street Deli, and that is an all bagel sandwich shop. You can get breakfast sandwiches, you can get lunch sandwiches, dinner. You can get roast beef on your sandwiches. You can make yourself a little pizza bagel with it. But I like breakfast a lot, so I always get breakfast sandwiches when I'm there.
Yeah, I definitely probably get a sausage, egg, and cheese bagel. That's what I probably
Mm-hmm.
would do. I probably do that. What about in Delaware?
In Delaware, well, Delaware has Wawa because it's all the East Coast type thing. There's no Wawa in Ohio.
No, no, no. I know what you're talking about. That convenience store, Wawa, where they make the sandwiches at. The Wawa sandwiches. You know about that, right?
And
Okay.
they just put one in Cincinnati, and I'm like, I'm not driving 2.5 hours for that.
I feel that. I feel that. Hell no. No,
I'll
absolutely
wait.
not.
I'll wait to go home for that.
I feel
So,
you on that. I love it. I love it. Wawa's. That's what's up. I want to ask you about your day-to-day process. Now being a junior, you're probably going to be in some of your major classes at this point, and then you're also, if you're full time, you're probably taking a minimum of 4 or more
mhm.
classes. So you know, I want to know about what kind of things, or what is your day-to-day process of taking classes? You being you as a weather intern. I don't know if you're doing an internship this semester. I don't know if you're going to be doing anything within the school or anything like that. But talk to me about your day-to-day process of being a student, but also trying to still learn the meteorology side of journalism.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm gonna pull up my schedule because I did just get it, and everything's now just opening up, and I'm not looking forward to it. But
I know you ain't. I know it. I know it.
so when I came here in fall 2023, I got talked into adding a math minor to my academic
Mm,
curriculum,
okay.
and I recently dropped that because the math department here at OU is not the strongest,
Right.
and as you get higher up in it, they'll teach it like it's an engineering or computer science class.
Right.
And I don't have the brain for that. We're
I,
all wired differently for majors. Like, I do not have the engineering brain. I do not have the computer
I feel
science
you.
brain.
You know your lane and you stay in it. So I
hmm
feel that. I respect that. Okay.
So I talked to my advisor, and I dropped the math minor, and I'm picking up a social media certificate. And it overlaps with some of my journalism classes I have to take since I need like electives for it on top of everything else. So
Sure.
it actually works out pretty well that I pick it up. So because of that, I'm now back to back to back on classes before 1 p.m. 3 days a week. So
Hmm.
in the mornings, I'll have classes from 9:40 to 12:45, and that includes a social media class, a language class, and this year is thermodynamics. So that's
Ooh.
all. Yeah,
Ooh.
that that is
Damn.
all my morning classes, and then I'm taking synoptic meteorology as well,
So what?
which is synoptic. It's a different type of. It's within the atmosphere. It's just another level of weather patterns that we're studying in that class.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. Cool.
So all my classes are done before 3 p.m., which is very nice because at W and Ohio University, our journalism program is in affiliation with Public Broadcasting Services, or PBS, as most people know it. So there is an organization called WOUB Public Media, and that is where I actually do green screen, excuse me, green screen forecasts on TV. That's on air to the local southeastern Ohio area.
Okay. Okay. Look
hmm
at you. All right, Rachel. Go ahead with your bad self. I like that. That's what's up. Now, how many days do you normally get a chance to do that?
So there's only 5 of us that are
Ooh.
actually just weather forecasters. So we get a lot of airtime. It's at least once a week. If people call out, it's twice or even 3 times a week, just without any notice. You're just called in then.
Okay. That's awesome. I like that. Now,
Thank you.
um, now you say you have 4 total classes, right? Do
I
you
have five.
five total classes?
Mhm.
Okay. Do you go to school every single day?
Yeah.
God bless your heart. Oh my goodness. God
It,
bless your heart.
I
I'm
only have
telling you.
one class on Tuesday and Thursday. So
Okay.
if
Okay.
that's all, like if they cancel class for that day, then I'm off for the day.
That's
So,
true. That's true. You know, so here was my thing when I was in undergrad.
mhm,
So the very first semester that I was a freshman, they told me, "Hey, look, you should take about four classes, take an 8 o'clock class, and take a Friday class." That was the last damn semester I took an 8 o'clock class and a Friday class. My very first semester. It was the last semester. I've never took another Friday class and never took another 8 o'clock class because number one, there's just too much stuff going on, and I'm an outgoing person, you know. And I
mhm.
went to school in Georgia, so Georgia is
Alright.
like, okay, you know what? We have Waffle House, Chick-fil-A. There's parties going on.
Mhm.
Steak and Shake. I mean, I'm pretty, you know, like I said, work hard, play harder. Rachel, that's the
Yeah.
name of the podcast. That's what I like to
Yeah.
do. Right. So the counselors didn't know that. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm picking my classes. So
Mhm,
I seriously urge you. I know you don't have much control because once you get up into the upper levels, those sections get lower and lower. So I do
mhm.
understand that. And you just have to take whatever you can get. But no 8 o'clock classes, no Friday classes. You need your weekends,
No.
girl.
There's no more 8 a.m.s left. I'm done with that. Yeah, it's
Okay.
unfortunate. All the most of the Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes. That's all of my major related classes.
Wow. Now, so you're only in class for like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Oh, geez, gee willikers, I tell you. That is that's something. But you know, I totally understand because, like you said, your major classes, that's all you can take. That's all you can do. And
Hmm.
sometimes the teachers are actually pretty cool. I know I did have one Monday, Wednesday, Friday class for a major. Now that I think about it, but he was like, if you come Monday, Wednesday, I'm not coming Friday. So
Okay,
yeah,
it's a fair deal.
I was straight. I was straight with that. Cool, because I ain't got to get up in the morning. That was my only class. So
Yeah.
that's how I was with my school. Talk to me about mental health and school life balance because mental health. A lot of journalists. I've been in this industry for about 8 years now. A lot of journalists have stepped away, and because their mental health was affected. Work life balance is very tough. Weather and news and sports happen every single day. It never stops, right?
Hmm.
And you know, it's hard to take vacations. It's hard to go to everything. It's hard to turn up, you know, and have a good time with friends because you always have to be on and you always have to do news and weather and you just
Hmm.
you get and normally the 2 days that you get off is like uh, really wonky days, like Monday and
Yeah.
Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that, right? Because you're working on the weekends. Now, being a college student, tell me how you manage your mental health, but also, you know, have that balance, right? Because you seem like a wonderful person to be around, very fun, very lighthearted. Obviously, I certainly wouldn't mind being around you, and I know your friends feel the same way as well. So tell me, how do you balance that, you know, workload or school load, I should say, but also keep your mental health strong?
So I got a two-part answer to that. So the first thing is physical means. I'm talking to you right now on an iPad with all my professional stuff, including that iPad. And I got
Okay,
my phone here that has all of my personal social media numbers and everything on there. So
okay,
that physical split between your personal life in my hand and my professional life in front of me right now is really the key. When you see it physically separate, you physically can put that divide in your life. You can put the iPad away whenever you want. You can put your phone away whenever you want.
sure.
That's the first part to that. And the second part is a list. And I'm definitely a list. I write things down when I can. I have a whiteboard in my room right now when I need to write down stuff. So I definitely organize. I write down what I need to do when or how I'm feeling. If it's really overwhelming me, I write down how I'm feeling. I'll talk to my close friends about it, my family members, even though they're far away. They're always a phone call away.
Sure.
And for my career part, I actually have, and for my academics too, I have calendars for when I need to do which tasks throughout the month and throughout the week and each day.
I love that. So do you ever feel like you get overwhelmed? And if you do ever feel like you get overwhelmed, because you seem very structured with how you laid that answer out, which is amazing. Obviously, with somebody being in college like that, that's amazing. I love that. But listen, some days get to the best of us, right? And some days are just some days. When you do feel overwhelmed, or if you don't, you can just attest to this. How do you deal with that?
I take a day or two to fully reset. I don't look at anything weather related that day. I only do the schoolwork that I have to do that day. Or if like
Hmm.
I keep pushing it back, I'm like, all right, this has to get done today. I finish that, and then I take the rest of the day to decompress. And if it falls on the day when I've practiced, then I'll do a little bit more workouts because I'm on the ultimate frisbee team here at OU.
Hey, let's get it. I love ultimate frisbee. That's what's up. Now, are you better at throwing or catching?
I I I can throw, but I don't have the distance yet. I can only throw like half a field max if I put
Okay.
everything.
Okay. I
I'm
remember
definitely.
playing that. I could not throw a lick, but I definitely remember my guy, my used to be one of my good buddies, Jeff. He used to throw that thing so far. He's like, "Go get it." And I was like, "I am I'm about to," and every time it be on the money. He could throw it afar, and I was like, "Yeah, I like that." So that's why I fell in love with ultimate frisbee for sure. I love that. So, oh wow. So you play ultimate frisbee too? How many games do you normally have a week?
So, and it's a little strange since it's a club team. It's not really at varsity level, but because there's no varsity team, I feel like we're varsity with all the time we're running around. So in the fall, there's maybe like one tournament a weekend, like one max throughout the semester, maybe two if we have time. But during fall is when we have fall league, and that's open to the whole Athens community to do, and that's just a game every Thursday night with different teams you play.
I
Now
love that.
during spring, that's when we're in season, and then that's when we're running at least four tournaments plus playoffs from like
Wow.
February to April. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Rachel, something tells me that you're super competitive. Like you have a baby face, but something tells me that you're super competitive. Am I right or am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that though, because that means you care and you want to win. So I'm sure about that. Um, what is some advice that you would give maybe a freshman or a sophomore coming into Ohio University that kind of wants to pursue the meteorology program or be a journalist? What's some advice that you can give them about what they should do while being in college?
So if they're meteorology specific, the biggest advice that we always give to people is to have an outside organization or passion that no one else has in
Mhm.
meteorology to do. So for me, that's frisbee. And for others, we had someone that did bird watching a lot, and we had someone that um, did tours around campus, like that was their thing.
Right.
Because all of the meteorology classes, you get to know almost every single person that has a minor or major in meteorology throughout your 4 years. And eventually you'll get sick of them at some point, or just don't want to hang out with them that day. That's okay. But that's when you have that outside passion for it.
Okay. All right. I like that. I love that advice for sure. Now, what would you say about journalism? If somebody wanted to be in journalism, would you have any different advice?
I would, as they're split here at OU, except for broadcast meteorology. That's the only two that like overlap. So I'm half journalism, half arts and sciences.
Hmm.
For journalism, it would have to be to have the AP guidebook always with you because the language that you wrote with in high school is completely different than the language that you're going to write with in college.
Without question, it is. Yes.
So familiarize that with yourself as quickly as you can, and then you can hop on any opportunity that comes your way. Because I think it
Especially
helps you
sports
when
journalists.
you're. Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
because any opportunity that comes to you, at least in your first year, like it's going to help you figure out if you like it or if you don't like it. And if you don't like it, that's better because then you know what you want to go toward.
Absolutely. No doubt about that. Especially sports journalists. Rachel is absolutely right. That AP style book is very key. Associated Press is much different than MLA and APA and Chicago writing. No, you need that AP style book for sports journalists because that's all you write. All you write is in AP style form to be in sports for sure. I had that drilled in my damn head over and over again because I would make the simplest mistakes. I'm thinking that I'm writing it right, but I'm writing it in a different format. So I used to carry that book around with me quite a bit for sure. I love asking this question to meteorology students, and that is, which natural disaster would you rather want to report on, like be out in? Would you rather be out in a snowstorm, a tornado, a hurricane, or like a pour down rainfall?
So I've never experienced a tornado before, like happening in person.
Hmm.
At OU is the first time that I had a tornado warning actually come through in the middle of the night, and we had to like actually leave our area and go to in shelter and everything like that. Um, I've definitely dealt with downpours before because there was my freshman year. It rained so much in 1 hour. People called that day Floodfest, and the entire one of the greens on campus was entirely flooded. Like the street was flooded, the grass was flooding.
Wow,
It, yeah, so
that's
I've
bad.
definitely done downpours before already, even though it
Wow.
was just amateur. So I guess that's similar to hurricanes, and I sure don't like the cold. So I'm gonna pick tornadoes at most to try and do.
Now, Rachel, for you to say that and be from Delaware, plus go to Ohio and say you don't like the cold,
Mm-mm.
wow, that's different.
I like
That's
I
different.
like being cold, like inside right now, like being indoors. Like I like having the AC on, but outside, no.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I mean, let it be hot, let the sun be shining, and let me be tanning. I will enjoy
Okay,
it.
okay, I'm with you on that. I'm totally with you on that. I got enough of a tan here myself, so I totally understand what you're talking about for sure. Okay, I wanna ask these questions because now we've reached the portion of the podcast to where we're gonna play my interactive game called
Okay,
This or That. So it's a game I like to play with all my guests here on the Work Hard, Play Harder podcast, and it's pretty simple, Rachel. I'm gonna throw some things at you, and you get to choose this or that. So, are you ready?
absolutely.
All right, here we go. Out of these two restaurants, if you had to choose one of these restaurants to eat at, which one are you choosing? Popeyes or KFC?
KFC.
Okay, I'm with you on that. You on point like a period, is what I would say. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. If you had chicken wings at your disposal, which chicken wing flavor out of these two would you put on the wing? Barbecue or lemon pepper?
Oh, I didn't say barbecue.
Okay, do you like your wings wet or dry?
I guess what?
You sure?
Yeah, I think so. I don't have them that often. But,
That sounded like it with that answer. It sounded like you don't have those wings often, but I love that. I love the fact you like it wet. Do you like your wings bone in or boneless?
a bone in.
Oh, so you like to get messy with it.
I like fruit.
Okay. Okay, okay. Well, listen, you got a friend in me, girl. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up. That's what's up. I love that. Yeah, I love to get messy too. No doubt about it. Love my barbecue wings. These next five questions have to do with music concerts that you rather attend. So here we go.
Okay.
First music concert. Which artist would you rather go see in person? Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
Oh, Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, going to see K
Come on.
Dot. I love that. We off to a great start. Here we go.
Mhm.
Which music concert would you rather go see? Beyonce or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Which music concert would you rather go see? Usher or Chris Brown?
Usher. He's
Ooh,
still
I like how decisive you being on these, girl. You
around.
being real decisive. Here we go. Which music concert would you rather go see? Would you rather go see SZA or Megan Thee Stallion?
SZA.
Ooh, okay, all right, all right. Last one of the favorites of the concerts. Which music concert would you rather go see? Would you rather go see Casey Musgraves or Carrie Underwood?
I think Carrie Underwood.
I feel you. I feel you on that. I think you probably don't listen to either one of them too much.
Not that often, no.
I feel that.
We
I
all
feel that. I
Cheeks
did.
would be great live.
Okay. Okay. I'm with you on that though. But listen, the other ones you answered decisively, so I'm guessing you definitely listened to that.
hmm
Okay, I rock with you on that. Now, here's two sports questions. First one is, which sport would you rather watch on TV? Rather watch basketball or hockey?
Basketball.
Okay, with you on that. I like that. Which sport would you rather play? Badminton or bowling?
Bowling, I think. I do bowling more often than I do badminton.
Are you a good bowler?
Not really. I sure have a lot of fun doing it.
Okay, do you need the bumpers?
I can do okay without them. But I won't get. It doesn't matter if I have bumpers. I'm not passing 125 in my score.
Oh, okay, Rachel. Well, listen, it's okay. Listen, there's a lot of qualities to you. Like I said, you seem like you are very hard, very athletic, very beautiful, very smart, but bowling ain't it. And listen,
No, no.
you can't, but you can't have it all. You cannot have it all. It's okay. It's okay. That's all right. I can't skate worth a damn, so I can't have it all. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel that. I feel that. Okay. Do you like desserts?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna name four categories of desserts. You have to choose one of these that you'll never eat again. Okay, so
Okay.
here we go. The first category is grouped together, so it's pies slash cakes.
Okay.
The next category is candy. The next category is cookies. The last category is ice cream. Which one are you getting rid of?
Probably ice cream.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Now, what's your favorite cookie?
I like peanut butter and with the Reese's on top, like that specifically, or the Hershey Kiss. Like
Hmm.
that's a family thing for us during holidays. We make peanut butter. We put the little Hershey Kiss or Reese's cup on top of that.
Okay, I like that. Shout out to your family. That's pretty good. I like that. Um, do you like potato chips?
Hmm?
Okay, same format. I'm going to name four brands. You have to choose one of these brands you'll never eat again. So here we go. The first brand is Pringles. The
Okay.
next brand is Doritos. The next brand is Ruffles. The
Okay.
last brand is Lay's. Which one are you getting rid of?
Probably Doritos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Now what? Now you don't have to name the other three. You can name any one. But what is your favorite potato chip?
I like hers actually.
Who?
Um, hers. It's actually made in Pennsylvania. Like it's fully based there, and I wish I had some here, but I don't because I'm about to go home and get some more. But they make potato chips, cheese curls, pretzels, the little cheese balls,
Mm,
and a whole bunch of. They make almost every single flavor of potato chip. And if you go on
okay.
a tour there, you can actually try like hot potato chips freshly made before they even
Okay.
bag.
These ain't like kettle chips, are they?
No.
Okay, because kettle chips are horrible, in my opinion. They're just they're bad. They're god awful. No question about that. Um, okay, you did pretty good on this for that. Did pretty good. I'm gonna have to check those herds out because I got family in Philadelphia for sure, in Pennsylvania. So yeah, no doubt. I love asking this next question. This next question is called bucket list.
Okay.
And I want you to give me a top four bucket list of events or stories that you would like to cover in your journalism career.
Top four. Okay.
Yes.
Um. Well, I've never been on air during any election season. That's always a popular thing here at OU to want to be on air specifically for that day is any election day. I mean, I don't get the hype around it, but that's probably because I haven't been in it during the election day. So that'll be nice to cover. I've also never covered any live severe weather. at all. It's pretty, at least during college, it's pretty strict for when you can and cannot go out to report.
Sure.
If you want to get B-roll or whatever, you can do that whenever you want. But to actually report it live, it has to fall when the show is airing.
Right.
They have to know about it ahead of time. Like you can't always do that. Um, it would be cool, I guess, to cover a snowstorm, but it's always been hyped up to that we're going to get a lot of snow, and it never happens. So it's a letdown. It's a huge letdown. It would be nice to see, like, be outside when it's like currently snowing at the time. Like could be just light snow, but
Right.
I went out already for one winter event. I mean, it was just cold. There was no snow. There was no clouds. It was a clear night, and there was a lot of fun being had. But I was cold, and
I feel you on
that's
that.
not it.
Not with the cold either, but here I am in upstate New York, so here we go. Right.
I would really like to cover heat and heat waves when it's happening, but there's only a certain amount of people that can go in during the summers here. So they'd be able to like cover that live with either like interviewing people, getting their opinions on the heat, or actually seeing like how the heat is influencing nature or whatever it may be influencing, like cars or something like that. I
Mhm.
know there's some meteorologists that like to put an egg in the car and see how hot it gets and actually cook it. I'm like, wow, that would be cool to actually try. Try it once. So I'd say heat in some sort of aspect like that.
And how exactly did that go when you tried it?
I never tried it. I just watched someone on my socials do it, and they were pretty close to making an edible egg, but it literally sits in the car for hours at a time.
Wow. That's wow. That's different.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie about that.
I'm not
The
trying that.
mm,
I'm not going to try that egg, but the fact that they can actually cook it, even though it takes forever, I'm like, that's pretty wild with how heat works with
uh,
metal.
hey, as my mother would tell me all the time, you do you, boo. That's that's
Mm-hmm.
what she would say all the time to me. So, yep, you do you. But hell no, I ain't doing that. But I love those four events that you mentioned. I love that. That's awesome. That's amazing. What advice has someone gave you, Rachel, that you hold on dearly to?
It would be that grades really don't matter as long as you pass and you have a good enough GPA for whatever you want to do.
Wow.
Like to not actually worry about the letter or the number you see on your screen or on your report card.
I want to know who told you that. I got to ask who gave you that kind of advice because I ain't talked to them.
Uh, a person that is now going on to grad school and just graduated, he's 2 years older than me, and he wants to be a professor in meteorology.
Wow, look at that. Okay, fancy that. I love it. Okay, well, I guess that's some great advice from an individual who's doing great things, for
Mm-hmm.
sure, no doubt. I could respect that. I've just never heard it put that eloquently before. Like, listen, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you get. Doesn't matter. Just go and do it and pass and just move on. That's pretty
Yeah.
much what you're telling me. Pretty much. I love that. I'm gonna ask you some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, you just give me a 411 off the rip based upon the question I asked and the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay. So here we go.
All right.
Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Juice or soda?
Juice.
Okay. Chicken or ribs?
Ribs. I don't have them that often,
Okay. No,
but I love them.
hey, I understand. I get it. Favorite Netflix TV series?
It's an old one. It was when Orange is the New Black was popular.
Wow, that is a damn good one. That is a good one. Okay. Favorite color?
Yellow.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Different, but cool. All right.
Mhm.
The favorite sandwich.
I like it. I like a chicken Caesar wrap. Actually, just like if it's grilled chicken, if there's lettuce, if there's cucumbers on it, it could be hot. I'll eat that. That's what I go to
Okay.
order at Subway.
You got some good taste, girl. I like that. Favorite board game.
Shoots and ladders.
Yep. Me and you both. I love that game. Favorite card game.
Uno.
Yep. Another one I love. Uh, if you had a choice to choose three people with you to bring with you on vacation, where would you go and who would you choose to bring? Now, before you pick Rachel, you can choose family, friends, or celebrities.
Oh, okay. So my dream vacation is Samoa Island. It's an island in the Pacific with very clear and very blue water, and I think it's an American territory. I don't know
Yeah.
that for certain, but I know that's out there. Uh, I think I'll probably pick in my family. I have a brother and my parents. I probably pick them because we haven't gone on a family vacation in a very long time.
Okay. All right. So if you had a choice to choose between three artists or three songs that you could listen to on repeat and never get tired of, who would those three artists or three songs be?
It would be Annie Grammer is one artist, Nelly, and DJ Khaled.
Okay, okay. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Okay, DJ Khaled and Nelly. Did you hear his new "Spin the Block" song?
Not yet. I got a long road trip this weekend, so
Okay, okay. He
thank
came out with a new song called "Spin the Block." Obviously, you know who he's talking about. So yes, that song is decent. It's kind of a ballad type of song. And then
okay.
DJ Khaled, well, I love him. I love his music. One of my favorite songs of his is "They Don't Love You No More." I always play that to get me going. Do you know what song I'm talking about?
I think so.
Yeah, they don't love you. Ever since the brother hit the top, they see me at the bottom. Yeah. So I love that. I love that. Okay. What is a sport that you would play that you would absolutely dominate in?
I played softball for 7 years before coming to college.
Let me guess. You were an infielder.
Mm-hmm.
Outfield?
Yep.
So you had some power to you, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. I got you. Okay, that's what's up. I like that. What is the sport that you would play, Rachel, that you would absolutely suck in?
Probably soccer. I'm not that good at my feet.
Oh, okay. Okay, got you. Enough said. Cause I'm about to say, you need hand-eye coordination with softball, but then when you say you're not good with your feet, I'm like, yeah, that makes a
Yep.
difference. That makes a difference. I would be terrible at hockey because I told
I,
you I can't skate.
yeah.
I cannot skate. It's terrible. But I'll probably dominate in basketball because that's something that I really can do pretty well. So, basketball. Okay. Last of the rapid fire. If they came to you and said, Rachel, we love to have you as a reporter, but we don't want you to do weather as a genre. We want you to pick one of these other three. Which genre would you choose? Would you choose travel, entertainment, or sports?
I'd say travel. I don't know that much about it, but I can at least learn on the fly.
Sure. Absolutely. I love that. I do. And I've really loved this conversation as well. This has been a pretty dope conversation getting to know you and your
Thank you.
background of being a weather intern, learning things there, but also having a PBS station be affiliated with your school. Getting accepted to 8 schools is absolutely amazing. No question about it. That was a hell of a
Thank
decision
you.
that you had to make. That's for sure. And you made that. And you're going to be a junior student and obviously doing incredible things in the future. I'm a new fan of yours, and I would definitely will be keeping in touch with you because I think that you're amazing. But
Thank you.
that's really an understatement. My final question to you, Rachel, is there anything else you would like to add about yourself, school, or meteorology, or anything at all before we conclude?
I'd say my last thing is something that I'm grasping currently. Like it's been this year's goal to fully work on a lot, and that's digital media and how that's growing a lot. And I'm working hard on all of my platforms to try and reach new people and to put myself out there and just figure out how do I want to brand myself and where I work at in the future to come. So I would definitely, if you have TikTok or Instagram, Facebook, X Threads, you can find me on there. And I got some news I got to post today about this summer in my internship up in Steubenville. I'm finally releasing my highlight reels today. So be on the lookout for that. And then we'll see you in the future then.
I love it. Well, listen, have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. I love that. And have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a wonderful start to your semester that's coming up. And you and I would definitely be in touch.
Yes, thank you so much. All the best to you as well. Enjoy today, enjoy the weekend, and we'll surely have to stay in touch. Thank you for this. It's
No doubt.
awesome.
No doubt.